Number 3, captain and quarterback, Joe Daniels, joined his parents, Joe and Allison. Captain and lineman, Colin Walters. Number 65, lineman, William Harvey, joined his parents, Tom and Mary Harvey. Number 9, wide receiver, Eli England, joined his parents, Dave and Sarah England. Number 52, captain and lineman, Daniel King, joined his parents, Kevin and Joe King. Number 50, center, James and Mary. Number 2, wide receiver, Munoz, joined by his parents, David Munoz and Stephanie and Sharon Weather. Lineman, Tom Peters, joined his parents, Tom Peters. Number 51, quarterback, Louis Patel, joined by his parents, number 65, his parents, Mark and Anne Marie. Number 7, outside linebacker, Jack Smith, joined by his parents. Number 5, captain safety, Alex Tessera, joined by his parents, and Dana Tessera. Number 11, quarterback, Sam Ward, joined by his parents, Mark and Mary Ward. Number 62, lineman, Kyle Watkins, his mother, Mary Watkins. Number 4, quarterback, Matt Watts, joined by his parents, Doug and Watts.
Good.
Joined by her parents, Kate and Tom. Kira Witte, joined by her parents, Mary and Edwin. Postufka, joined by her parents,
Water ratio. I'm good. Thanks. Good. Is that in your way?
Nope. If Colin doesn't want this, he's chewing.
Okay, thank you.
Not yours, is it?
No, neither one.
All good. What do you want to do? That's hard to believe. That's the head coach's son. I know.
June football. Well, I was really not softball. Bigger than us. Down the street. Off right now. There's a blanket over oh, I'm sorry. There's a blanket over it. There comes house.
WPIAL 6A between the visiting Canon Mac Big Macs and your host, Lebanon Blue Devils. Hello, everyone. Your host, Denny Postufka. Glad to have you with us tonight here on a beautiful night in Lebanon. Wouldn't quite call it football weather, as it's 82 degrees here at kickoff, about 102 in this press box. But looking forward to a senior recognition for the Lebanon seniors. Our second-year man, Colin Witte here, and Colin is all idea of being a kid, Denny, on a Friday night. Done better than this. Comes into this game undefeated with a 3-0 record. Their wins were first. Canon Mac comes in with a 2-1 record. They defeated Trinity, a big win in week 1, 48-0. Then lost to Peters on a score of 29-7. And then last week, beat Park on a score of 20. So let's talk about the Blue Devils first here. Our big three, as you mentioned, Brian, our senior three starters, our quarterback, Joey Daniels, running back Alex Texa, and wide receiver Eli Heidenreich. Let's start with Joey Daniels. Sure, you're talking about the Blue Devils. It all starts with the senior signal caller, coach cap, number 3, Joey Daniels, 3-year starter, 6A all-conference quarterback. Again, I think we started to see Joe break out a little bit last week, hit on some long balls, had the opportunity to throw the ball a little deep last week. I really think Joey's primed to kind of break through and really mission in the first game, and especially last week. Then you go to, next player, I think you're going to talk about Eli Heidenreich, the Navy commit. He was at Navy last week for the Navy Air Force game. Again, Eli having a huge season on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Probably one of the dangerous players in the WPIAL right now. He can turn a simple 5-yard reception into a 70 team right now. Teska, Navy, Army recruit, Holy Cross. He's got, so many schools that have made offers already. I can't list them all right now. Alex, again, they don't come much tougher than him. Tough as nails. Also all-conference 6A player. Joey Daniels comes into the game 20 of 38. Passing, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and the 451 yards is good second in 6A. Alex Taylor, running back, yards, a 9.8 average carry, 3 touchdowns. He is 6th in the whole WPIAL in rushing, 1st in 6A. My Heidenreich, 7 catches, 236 yards, a 33.7 yards per catch average, 3 touchdowns on the year. And on his last Denny, incredible. Leading tacklers from Mount Lebanon coming into the game, Will Hartog. Eli Heidenreich, all 8 tackles. Yeah, just maybe you went this season thinking he might be question marks. It was middle linebacker, and Will Hartong has answered that question with an exclamation point. He's been incredible at middle linebacker. Finney, deep for the Blue Devils. Number 5, Brendan Anderson. And we're underway, folks. It'll be Texa at the 1-yard line. Brought to the 31-yard line, and the Lebanon will take over 1st and 10. Lebanon, number 5, Texas.
Okay, first thing you're going to see differently is you got Tommy Peters in at right tackle. Threw a big block right there.
That was Eli Heidenreich taking the direct snap. Faked the pitch, took it up the middle, good for about 4 yards, brings up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, so they shuffled the offensive line a little bit. Daniel King, I think, maybe under the weather slightly. I don't know if he's in there, and I think they slid Will Harvey to guard.
2 wide left, 1 wide right. Daniels going to swing it out. Brought down by number 1.
Yeah, there you go. There you see that field. Gets hit at the 5-yard line. Right after the initial hit. It's expected now when you see Alex touch the ball in open field. Nice read by Jerry there, getting the ball out quickly.
3 wide to the right. We have Anderson, we have Heidenreich, and then Smith. Ball carry up the middle.
Mount Lebanon easily.
Strong run. Kind of the A gap between Big James Klein, the senior center, and
He brought the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Africa. Make it to 37, 1st and 10, Mount Lebanon.
nothing fancy, doesn't need to be when the offensive line's blocking that well. Again, Alex, power runner, got behind. Again, it looked like James Klein and Owen Halter there. Nice pickup for Alex, keeping his shoulders squared.
Motion is Grayson D. Joey drops back, looks left, tucks it away and runs. Going to take it around the right side, has some running room. Nice. Right around the 1-yard line. Great run by Joey Daniels.
Heads up play there from Joey. No, they tried to get a screen going to Heidenreich, but it was covered up. And if he threw it in the direction of Heidenreich and Heidenreich got it, they would have been called for offensive lineman downfield. Only thing you could do in that situation is run, and Joey did that. Sets up the Blue Devils up at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal to 3. That was 34-yard. Picks it up the middle for a touchdown. Alex scores, and that will be his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Mount Lebanon takes the early lead.
Direct snap back to Alex. Alex wasted no time. In the dirt with his left foot, and then drove with his right up the middle. Nothing pending. Noah Buda's extra point kick right here. Joey Daniels, the holder.
Buda, 11 of 14 on the year in extra points. 12 of 15 as he splits the uprights. 9:22 remaining here. 1st quarter. Mount Lebanon with the early lead, 7-0.
Very impressive opening drive, Colin. I thought you made a great point there with Joey Daniels' decision-making on kind of the big play that got the ball down to the 3-yard line. Some key blocks on that play. Junior, number 13, Michael Grossdorf at wide receiver, threw a big block. And number 12, Brandon Anderson, the senior, also threw a big block to spring Joey Daniels inside.
Yeah, absolutely. Joey, only thing he could do in that situation as a quarterback and run, very, very efficient drive from the Blue Devils. No passes, all runs. The big boys getting nasty early. And if they can continue, Texas is going to have a lot of yards tonight. I can guarantee you that.
Mount Lebanon's scoring drive, 7 plays, 69 yards, and took up only 2 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock.
Great drive. I want to get an early shout out. We mentioned James Klein, the starting center for Mount Lebanon. His grandfather, Lloyd Klein, watching the game from Concordia off Bower Hill Road. Mr. Klein, great to have you on board with us. You've got a great family. Of course, your son, Steve Klein, Mount Lebanon player, and also played football as well.
Buda to Davis as well as Finney deep for the Big Macs. High kick, going to be taken by Davis at the 12-yard line. Takes it to the right side.
Linebacker Will Hartung kind of all over the field covering that kick on special teams. He's also the starting middle linebacker. I mentioned him earlier, kind of one of the standouts on the defensive side of the ball. And let's talk about Mount Lebanon's defense. Third-year defensive coordinator Kim Niabala came to Mount Lebanon from the West Allegheny staff. Have not given up a defensive touchdown yet this season.
Impressive. Let's go over to Colin. We didn't go over our 3 keys to the game.
Yeah, number one, we just saw it there. Good coverage from Mount Lebanon. Has not been up to par at this point. They did better last week. One kickoff. USC, they let up a kick return. So special teams number one.
We'll get to the next 2 as Canon Mac lines it up. Quarterback Mike Evans, he's a sophomore. He'll hand it off to Ryan Anglott, 3-year starter. Anglott averaging 9.6 yards a carry coming into the game, has 5 touchdowns. Eli Heidenreich on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, that's the senior co-captain, Eli, number 8.
Yeah, that leads me to my next point. Number 2, stop the run. Angott's going to get a lot of touches, limit him. The QB, get this, Denny and Brian, has thrown 14 passes through 3 games. 14 passes.
That's hard to...
And they're going to run the ball, and they're going to try to do it effectively. So they have to stop the run if you're the Blue Devils.
Angott's got 7 on that initial carry. Carries again, but there's a flag on the play.
Looks like he would have had enough for a first down if that play stands, although it looks like Coach Parker, and that's on Canon Mac, and it is. Oh, that's a big penalty.
Yeah, they're going to march it back starting at the 32-yard line, holding Canon Mac. So from the spot of the foul, it's going to bring up a 2nd and a long 15.
And their base defense, which we've seen all year, they start 3 defensive linemen. That's their base with 4 linebackers, 4 D-backs.
Evans, the southpaw, he's going to throw deep. Incomplete. Pass was in. Good coverage by Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, that was senior number 11, Sammy Ward. Great job by Sammy at cornerback. He's had an outstanding this year. We mentioned before his sister Trinity Ward also swims at University of Kentucky. SEC competitor, great athlete, great athletic family.
Great. Bring up a 3rd and 15. Canon Mac on their own 22.
Seems like Evans just kind of threw it up there and not giving his guy Finney a chance on that ball.
Evans 10 of 14 through 3 games, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Drops back, throws over complete. Finney. He's going to get first down yardage. Nice play for the Big Mac.
But could not have been more open in the middle of the field. We've not seen that happen that much against this Blue Devil defense this season. That was a nice play call by the Big Macs.
20-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Canon Mac, their own 43-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff, Anglott. Get maybe 2 on the play. Will Hart. The Blue Devils up the middle. Give them 3 on the play, make it 2nd down and 6.
This season.
Pass, Evans, complete.
Also plays linebacker, tight end. He can play QB, plays in the slot, all over the place. Nice tackle by Jack.
3rd and 1. Canon Mac. 6:45 remaining here in the opening period. Mount Lebanon up 7-0. As we said, senior night here at Mount Lebanon. Got a great crowd here at the game.
Yeah, we do. Wonderful crowd. Great to see the youth football teams here. Of course, Chip D'Alessandro, I think, might be in his 5th decade of coaching and running the youth football organization. Does a great job. Also being helped out tremendously by Jason. Of course, Jason was played in a Stag Bowl championship as quarterback for W&J College, and Jason and Chip doing a great job with the youth football league. Coach, extraordinary enthusiasm. And play super hard for him. Right now, really would circle that. Thanks.
Officials tonight's game. Field judge Jack. 3rd and a short one for the Big Macs. Angot, 1st down. Coming up to make the tackle, Sam Ward. But they pick up a 5 on the play, 1st and 10. Canon Mac from the Mount Lebanon 43-yard line.
Yeah, nice tackle by Sam Ward. If Sam does not make that tackle, that play could have blew that. It's both middle linebackers on that play into the A gap. There was some room outside the C gap. Running back found it. Sam Ward from his cornerback position makes the tackle. 1st down.
Let's call it the 44 of 1st and 10. Number 20 now in the backfield, Calgaro. But it'll be Anglot. Trying to get around the right side. Coming up to make the play, Hartung.
For the senior, good to see Charlie back as well. One name we've called a lot this season, we're not calling tonight because I think he is out. He may be either sick or a little bit banged up. That's Tommy Boehner, number 17, the senior. He's been a standout at outside linebacker for the Blue Devils.
Davis and Finney. It'll be Angot up. Play.
34, the senior, 6', 210 pounds. It's really good to see Louis Petrogallo in there, number 24. Outside linebacker spot. Louis, of course, a great wrestler as well. His dad, a standout player, Jim Render at Upper St. Clair.
3rd. Nice hard run, short of the 1st down by about 2 yards, and 2.
That was big Will Harvey, number 75, the senior, 6'3", 280-pound nose tackle, made the tackle there. Of course, Will Harvey's oldest brother, James Harvey, was on the last WPIAL championship team for the Blue Devils. The 2000 Blue Devil team, led by Coach Chris Herring, won a WPIAL against Steve Breston in the against Woodland Hills.
It seems like if you're Canon Mac, you have to go for it, especially how not efficient your defense looked on the first drive. It seems like, to me, an easy decision.
Hand off to Anglot. He'll get 1st down. Oh, tripped up fumble. He was tripped up by Sam Ward.
It looked to me like he was down.
Very close.
But it's not the NFL, so there's no replay.
I believe the call on the field was a fumble and a recovery by Mount Lebanon, correct?
Yes. They're discussing it.
Colin, I appreciate your objectivity. Yes. I actually have to partially agree with you on that. It did look like the ground might have caused that fumble.
It looked like his left elbow hit the ground, and the ball was jarred loose after that, and they stand with the call on that.
So they will reverse it. 1st and 10. Canon Mac, ball at the Mount Lebanon 26-yard line.
So that's twice we've seen on short yardage plays them attack the left, get outside, and find some room to run. Again, that was Sam Ward on the tackle, as it was on that 3rd down play, kind of saving a larger gain.
And Coach Needballa and Coach Palco are livid. They thought that and went down at the 29, 28-yard line. They have him marked at the 26-yard line. You know, it's a game of inches, they call it, and Coach Palco and Coach Niabala obviously upset over those 2 yards.
Great observation there, Colin. And they are indeed going to mark the ball back at the 30-yard line.
It's 4 yards right there.
Great call, Colin.
And one thing to point out about Canon Mac, Evans, the quarterback, has to go over to the sideline every play to get the play call. So when Canon Mac is in a 2-minute warning or whatever you want to call it, hurry-up offense, I don't know if they don't have hand signals or what, just wanted to point that out.
They actually marked the ball back to the 35 now. 1st and 10. Evans throws. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 2, Lyons. Will be 2nd down. Lyons was the starting quarterback last year for Canon Mac. He's a senior and now has been moved to wide receiver.
Almost picked off by number 4, the senior Matthew Wirtz, who's having a great season at cornerback as well.
Munoz coming in on defense along with Miles Halter.
Yeah, Miles, a sophomore, his brother, senior.
5, Connor Steele now in the game for Canon Mac, wide receiver. Wow, Munoz, who just came into the game, broke through the middle and put a hit on number 41, Owen Carter.
Wow, Jacob just blast through the gap right there. I think that was the A-gap. Big, heavy hit in the backfield. Nice job by Jacob.
They'll lose 3 on the play, brings up 3rd and 13. Ball on Mount Lebanon's 38-yard line. Like you said, Colin, Evans just ran over to get the play. All at Kenny Pickett of Witte as they do the same thing.
But they do have hand signals when they hurry up, correct?
Yes. Coach Whipple. Evans rolling left, getting chased. Munoz again, a tackle for loss.
So, interesting defensive formation that time. There was only one down lineman in. That was Halter, but not Owen Halter. That was his brother, the sophomore, Miles Halter. And then it was the rest were linebackers up in the 2-point stand. So, had not seen really that defensive formation from the Blue Devils. Now they've got their traditional defensive package out there right now. As it appears, Canon Mac's ready to punt.
Number 4, Austin Winklebleck into punt for the Big Macs. Ball's in the Mount Lebanon 39-yard line.
And how versatile Eli Heidenreich is. I wouldn't be surprised if the Big Macs just kick it out of bounds.
Low kick, but Eli comes up and makes the catch, saving a bunch of yards probably because that was going to roll, the low spiraling kick, but he'll take it at the Mount Lebanon 16-yard line. We'll take over 1st and 10.
A great decision by Eli there. He had to make that pretty quickly, but come up and grab that. Otherwise, you're right. That might have rolled all the way inside the 5-yard line. Nice job by Eli.
Big Mac defenders were near him, but if they hit him, there would have been a penalty. So real smart play by Eli there.
No surprise again. That's Eli Heidenreich, 3-year starter, all-conference player and Navy commit. Eli last week for 9/11, the Navy played Air Force. Again, really cool experience for both those young men.
Buesdorf. Joey Daniels, he's going to throw deep down the middle. Heidenreich makes the catch, goes up and grabs it off of Lyons, and he will go all the way for a Mount Lebanon touchdown. 84 yards. Daniels to Heidenreich.
Wow, we started to see this last week with Joey Daniels airing it out more. One-on-one coverage, read it perfectly. Beautiful ball by the senior 3-year starter, Joey Daniels. Hits Eli Heidenreich, and again, what do we see Eli do? Catch a ball and then run 50 yards for a touchdown. It's almost standard operating procedure at Mount Lebanon right now.
Hey, Brian, make that 11 straight games with the touchdown.
Wow, good call, Colin.
That is insane.
Yeah.
A big play there. No safety in the middle of the field. What does Mount Lebanon do? They take a shot. Heidenreich capitalizes.
He high-pointed that ball beautifully, going up over Lyons to make the catch. Buda adds the point after. Still first quarter, 2:15 remaining. Mount Lebanon 14, Canon Mac nothing.
Curious if it looks like from the feed we're looking at in our box, the screen has frozen. I'm curious if people can actually hear us right now or if they're seeing a live feed, because the feed we're getting up here right now shows the screen is frozen.
And we just heard from our good friend Dave Franklin that apparently the quality of the sideline camera is not up to snuff either.
All right.
Like I always say, I'm low tech, so I don't have the answers here, folks.
Dave, if you could text Denny, because I actually don't have my phone was used for the Hell's Bells entrance rendition down at lower level, so I'm phoneless right now. But if you could text Denny to let him know whether you're actually getting the video feed, that would be helpful to know.
That's who I just heard from. So, Buddha tees it up. Libro up 14-0.
Senior Noah Buddha, outstanding kicker.
Short kick. It'll be Davis at the 15. Flags flying as he comes up across the 30-yard line, pushed out of bounds. Still a little too much that the Mount Lebanon kickoff team's been giving up, and that's been a theme over the first 3 weeks.
It has, Denny and Colin, and that's something they're going to have to clean up, because when you go play the big boys, North Allegheny and Central, every yard, every possession matters. Just can't give those teams that type of field position. And that's not taking anything away from Mount Lebanon's prior opponents or this Canon Mac team tonight. But just would expect that to be a lot cleaner for the Blue Devils.
Looks like an illegal block below the waist. And they're going to mark it back. Marching from the 30 back to the 20. So Canon Mac will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 2:09 remaining here first quarter.
With Mount Lebanon leading 14-0 already in the first quarter, we're seeing more and more substitutions. We've now got senior number 62, Kyle Watkins, in over the nose. He replaces big number 75, Will Harvey.
McMahon, tight end, comes in motion to the left side. Evans throws. Incomplete. Intended for McMahon. 2nd and 10.
Now again, this Canon Mac team, when they have tried to throw the ball, they've gone kind of between the hashes, middle of the field. Real kind of quick hitters. They hit on a couple of those early.
Davis, wide left, Lions in the slot. Wide right's Finney. Evans looks, throws, complete. Angled out of the backfield, nice run, breaks a tackle, knocked out of bounds around the 45-yard line by Will Hartung.
Yeah, they got the matchup they wanted there. The middle linebacker had to get the back coming out of the backfield. They cleared that space out by running a slot across the middle, which took Louis Petrogallo, the senior number 24, with them appropriately in coverage. And well-designed play by Coach Evan and the Big Macs. And now for Blue Devils, number 74, that's Connor Young, sophomore.
He's breaking this run, knocked out by Texa. Great run by Angup, but let's see if that's coming back.
The 2 flags down in the play, one all the way back at the Canon Mac 42, and then one at the Blue Devil 39-yard line. You'd expect both those to be on the Big Macs. I'm sure we'll take the penalty at the 42-yard line.
Angup's a nice running back. Really good in the open field, good speed.
He hits the hole hard. Yeah, he hits the hole hard.
And boy, that must not feel good for Canon Mac. Your best run of the game, 40, 50-yard gain, and it's called back for a holding call. Devastating what holding penalties can do to you at a football drive.
This Canon Mac team, very well coached. Coach Evans for the Big Macs has done a nice job with this program. Of course, last year, I don't even want to reference it, but it is worth referencing. Mount Lebanon up 17-0 in the opening game last season at Canon Mac. Ended up losing that game to the Big Macs on the road in Cannonsburg. That was a big win for Canon Mac and a tough loss for Mount Lebanon.
They'll mark it all the way back to the 32-yard line. 1st and 19. Evans throws. Complete. That's 41, Carter.
Yep. Again, well-designed play by the Big Macs. They're finding people open in space. Tackled on that play by number 7, Jack Smith. Again, we've talked about Jack already, multi-sport athlete going to Harvard to play baseball. He's had an outstanding season on the gridiron so far for the Blue Devils. His dad, of course, Pat Smith, also played football for Mount Lebanon and also played football at Villanova. A very successful football career there.
And a successful orthopedic surgeon now.
Absolutely.
Ball out to the 36, so gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 15. Handoff, Anglot. Oh, correction, that is Owen Carter with the ball. Sam Moore Brendan Anderson finally bringing him down at the 45-yard line.
Canon Mac got a nice double-team block on the middle linebacker, number 43, Will Hartung, that helped open up that play.
Angott back in the game for the Big Macs. 3rd down and 6. Ball on the 45-yard line of Canon Mac. Evans. Oh, gives it to Angott, but coming through, Will Hartung to stop him right in his tracks. Actually, it'll be a yard loss, bringing up a 4th down and 7.
Yeah, we mentioned Will at the beginning. He's all over the field, really asserting himself. This junior at the middle linebacker position, super physical at the point of attack. Mount Lebanon hustling to get its punt coverage team, punt return team out on the field, and coach not happy about that. So Mount Lebanon trying to get the punt return team on the field, a little slow in doing it. Mount Lebanon had to gas a timeout. Again, special teams continues to be just a little bit disjointed for the Blue Devils this season. And look, we're nitpicking, right? The team's 3-0. Defense hasn't given up a touchdown. Offense, the playmakers are making plays all over the field. But if there is an area of improvement, you'd circle special teams and say we need to get better there.
And we apologize once again, folks, for the loss of the video on this broadcast. Hearing once again from Dave Franklin and also a good friend Mike Coco as well. We're hearing that our video has been down since the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. So our technical staff is working hard as we speak to get that back in order.
Is the audio available?
Yes.
Okay.
They got us there.
All right. Half. You're 50%.
After we call a timeout, we have a player running on late again. I can't believe it. Punt for Canon Mac.
Good snap. Oh, nice punt.
Beautiful punt, spiral. It's going to hit. It's going to roll into the end zone. 56-yard punt, and that'll mark the end of the first quarter. Our score, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils, 14. Canon Mac, nothing.
That was a beautiful, beautiful punt by the Canon Mac punter. That looked like a pro punt right there.
That's junior Austin Winklebleck. He's a 5'11", 155-pound junior, but yeah, he bombed that one for sure.
And his nickname is Wink, by the way. And we are trying to figure out the video situation here. We'll keep you updated. Please keep us updated as well as we try to work through this. Otherwise, you're stuck with just our voices for right now. So that's the end of the first quarter. Mount Lebanon ahead, 14-0. No surprise there. Again, expected Mount Lebanon to start fast. Touchdown scored by their playmakers. Alex Teska, the first touchdown out of the Wildcat. And then the big play, senior Joey Daniels, co-captain, hitting senior co-captain Eli Heidenreich for a big touchdown.
Well, we have a minute here. Let's give a shout-out to some of our other athletic teams here at Mount Lebanon. Congratulations to our girls tennis team for wins against Pine, Richland, and Bethel Park this week. Also, congrats to Louisa Warnicki. She finished 4th in the sectional singles championship this week. Also, congrats goes out to our boys and girls cross-country teams. They had impressive wins over USC and Char Valley this week. They'll be competing tomorrow at the Boardman Invitational. Good luck.
So Blue Devils hand off, run up the middle to Alex Teska. On that play, Owen Holter, the senior right guard, pulled, got a devastating block, it looked like on the linebacker, to spring Teska for a nice 9-yard gain. Again, Alex so good with those high legs and keeping his shoulders squared upfield. Ran right between that big offensive line for 9 yards. It's 2nd down and 1 for the Blue Devils.
Wildcat formation here. Heidenreich and Texa in the backfield.
Ball to 29, 2nd and 1. D slides into the wing on the left side. Flags on the play. Heidenreich's going to keep. We'll be close to first down yardage, but let's see what the flags are. 39 Underwood on the stop for Canon Mac.
It's going to be a hold here on Mount Lebanon.
I think a legal shift.
Or illegal shift.
Yeah. So that is, again, one thing, Colin and Denny, that has maybe surprised me a little bit is the various personnel packages we've seen from this offense. We've seen the Wildcat. We've seen a few different people in at quarterback. while games are still in question, putting a lot on film for teams to think about and prepare, presumably, as we head into this 6A juggernaut of a schedule.
Texas met in the backfield. That's number 10, Kent McMahon. Two McMahon brothers on the defense here for Canon Mac. Mark it at the 24-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 6. Munoz wide left. Two receivers wide right. Canon Mac jumps. Flags on the play.
Canon Mac's base defense is, again, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Again, they're playing pretty much straight up defensively against us.
And that's a killer for Canon Mac. 3rd and 6, chance to get off the field, going offside, making it a 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 1 for the Blue Devils.
Double tight end for the Blue Devils here.
Ball on the 29. Hand off to Texas. First down. Breaks a tackle. Finally gets dragged down at the 35-yard line by Hillebrand, but a 1st and 10 Mount Lebanon.
Boy, Denny, it's almost like you could count on you saying hand off to Tuska and then following with breaks a tackle. I've said that all season long. Alex, the first guy has not taken Alex down. We've talked about it before. Send the bat signal out to the WPIAL, not tackling Alex Tuska with one arm.
1st and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Munoz wide to the left. Brendan Anderson in the slot. Hyde right to the right. Texa in the backfield. Hand off to Texa. On the right side, untouched.
Gone.
He could go all the way. Alex Texa down the right sideline, and he will go all the way. 64 yards for a Mount Lebanon touchdown.
Yeah, again, great job of blocking by that Mount Lebanon O-line, starting with Will Harvey, number 75. Alex got to the sideline, no one there, and again, you're just not going to catch Alex either with that speed. Incredible run by Alex Teska. Big plays by this Blue Devil offense tonight all over the place. They're up 20-0, extra point pending.
I'm not sure he was even touched when he turned the corner, did he?
I didn't think so. It didn't look like it. But you see Texa using his speed on the outside there.
Buda's kick is good. 9:29 remaining here first half. Blue Devils 21, Big Macs nothing.
Yeah, nice job by Noah banging that 3rd extra point in of the night. The senior kicker, super reliable on the extra points. Can give that O-line a lot of credit. They're coming off the ball hard, creating a lot of space. And again, you get Alex to the sideline with some room, and that's going to be paid almost every time.
Lebo, quick strike once again. That drive, 5 plays, 80 yards in only 2 minutes, 31.
Off this evening with talking about the Big Three, and the Big Three has been omnipresent already in this game.
Ever.
We've got still 9 minutes and 29 seconds left in this second quarter. Mount Lebanon ahead 21-0, and certainly Joey Daniels, co-captain, Alex Teska, co-captain, and Eli Heidenreich, co-captain, have made their presence felt.
Same return men for the Big Macs, Davis and Finney deep. Buda to kick it away. Nice kick.
Yeah, great kick.
Stay in bounds. Oh! Long kick and ruled out of bounds at the 2-yard line. You've had trouble with that thus far this year as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, special teams, and then accounting for special teams there, kicking the ball out of bounds will take it to the Canon Mac 35-yard line. Would have been a big difference if that was kept in bounds down there in the corner. Blue Devils would have likely had it inside the 10, but now taken to the 35.
Everybody's off the field. I'm not sure if they're deciding if they should make him kick it again or take the yardage.
No, here comes the Mount Lebanon defense out again. We're seeing now some player substitutions in. You got Kyle Watkins over the nose, number 62, the senior. He's been playing more and more and playing actually really, really well too. Owen Halter's still in at left defensive end. Jack Smith still in. Now we've got Charlie Pellegrino back in at middle linebacker. Tandeming with Will Hartung. Grayson D, number 32 at defensive end. He'll switch up with Owen. Again, senior Louis Petrogallo, number 24, getting his first start of the night, playing at the right outside linebacker position right now. Timeout, looks like.
Whistles, and the officials are going over to the Canon Mac sideline. Not sure exactly what this is. Ball's on the 35-yard line.
Also, just like to note that the new coaches press box for the Mount Lebanon coaches is now on the visitors sideline. Greatly appreciate all those in the Mount Lebanon football organization who have helped make that happen, including the generosity of First National Bank, who's helped fund it as well.
Good stuff. A three-back backfield. Evans throws complete to Davis. Dragging down will be Eli Heidenreich. But nice play, nice throw and catch for a first down for the Big Macs.
That was nice play. Very well run route by the receiver, number 17. Good throw by Evans. Matthew Wirtz comes over, makes the initial hit, and then Eli Heidenreich, senior co-captain, finishes him off.
Yeah, easy pitch and catch there. Davis, a little 15-yard comeback route. Nice throw and nice catch.
First and 10, Canon Mac at their own 48-yard line.
We're seeing senior number 55, Joey Peters, also basketball player, now in at right defensive end for the Blue Devils. Blitz.
Oh, Hartung was coming, just missed the play. Texas going to come up and lead the way. And Angot is down. Not good news for Canon Mac.
Took a hard hit. That's Alex Teska. You know, I called him last week or 2 weeks ago against St. Clair, the hammer. I mean, he comes in with such force, always has since he was a sophomore, just hits with such ferocity. You know, if Alex wasn't playing safety, he'd be playing linebacker.
Owen Carter now in the backfield and in place of Angot. Second and 9. Evans is going to run.
Nice job, Jack.
He's caught from behind. Jack Smith drags him down for a 2-yard gain.
I think that's what you call a shoestring tackle there from Jack Smith.
Good call, Colin. And again, there you see Jack Smith's athleticism. Comes from the right side, tracks Evans all the way down on the other side. Again, we're seeing a new defensive formation for the Blue Devils. That's Miles Halter over the nose, the only D lineman in. The rest are linebackers who are up in the two-point stance and rushing. Nice by Coach Kamibala. Had not seen that previously.
Actually, it was only a 1-yard gain. Brings up third down and 8 ball at the 50-yard line.
And at left
man in motion.
And at left defensive end is number 77, Cade Capisto. We've seen a lot on blitz again. Wow, no time.
Coming in untouched, Grayson D.
Yeah, Grayson, number 32, starter on offense and defense, starts at defensive end and tight end, has had a great season. I think he was at University of Pennsylvania last weekend on a visit for football as well. Gray having a really good season as a junior. His brother Beckham is a sophomore. I think Beckham may be out this game, although he's dressed. He might be a little under the weather. No shortage of brother tandems on this team either. We've talked about that.
That's for sure. Winkleblack on to punt for the Big Macs. Had that 56-yarder last time.
Right. High snap. No
Heidenreich back. Wow. Nice spiral and kick again. Heidenreich all the way back to his 13-yard line. But he makes on. Nice run. Missed. Breaks a few tackles, finally dragged out of bounds at the 43-yard line, but what a run.
I might have been a little premature on the gone call right there when he was at the 30. I thought one more block and he might have been.
It seems like with any time Eli gets the ball, you can say gone, and maybe 1 out of 3 times you're correct.
Yeah.
With how often he goes long and gets in the end zone.
That's right, Colin. Now, Colin, you're the youngest of the brothers. Now, Aiden, he's at great Jesuit University on the West Coast, Santa Clara. How's Aiden like? How's he like San Jose?
California starts late, so he actually moves in tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right.
I know that sounds crazy, but...
Well, good luck to Aiden Witte, your brother, freshman at Santa Clara in San Jose, California.
That was a 44-yard punt. Another good punt by Winkleblack. Joey Daniels, right. He's going to run it. Going to get a first down, knocked out of bounds, right around midfield.
course, so impressed with Joey's decision-making this year. Just not forcing the ball and picking up 12 yards for a Mount Lebanon first down.
Yeah, I was going to say, sophomore Joey Daniels would throw that ball away. Senior Joey Daniels will get yards on that play.
Yeah, good call, Colin.
1st and 10, ball at the 50-yard line. 6:30 remaining here in the first half. Lieber with a 21-0 lead.
Michael Beersdorf spread wide, 6'3", junior wide receiver, having a nice season. He's been a part of some big plays for Libo's offense.
Reverse, Heidenreich. Oh, nice tackle. Coming from behind is Gino Calgaro to make the stop.
Yeah, great read by Calgaro on that play. Eli's not an easy guy to track down. Eli just could not get his shoulder squared upfield.
Loose 4 on the play brings up 2nd down and 14 on the Mount Lebanon 46-yard line.
Louis Petrogallo, the senior, we had him starting at outside linebacker. He's now in giving Tesco rest at tailback.
Daniels, 2-step drop, throws to the right, complete to Heidenreich. They'll drag him down out of bounds. That was Hillebrand on the stop.
Yeah, Eli caught that ball at the 50-yard line, fights to get upfield, gets an extra 4 yards, takes it all the way into Big Mac territory. Ooh, they take a yard off that catch.
3rd down and 7, ball at the 47-yard line of the Big Macs. Petrogallo still in the backfield.
Oh, double Petrogallo, 26 Anthony Jr. in the slot too. So we got 2 Petrogallos in on offense.
Great to see some of the second-teamers getting in this early in the game. Good stuff.
And of course, Lou and Anthony, senior and junior, their dad, Big Lou, was a tight end for Jim Render at St. Clair, and then the Blue Streaks of John Carroll.
Timeout, Mount Lebanon. 5:43 remaining in the half.
Mount Lebanon 21, Canon Mac nothing, and again, we're just seeing a super efficient Mount Lebanon offense. Also, what we have seen in the takeout special teams, we have not seen many penalties on this Blue Devil team. That's something they've cleaned up, and I know Coach Palco's got to be pleased with in this first half. Nice job of staying on their blocks without holding, not a lot of pre-snap chaos, doing a nice job. And keep in mind, several Blue Devils out. We talked about Daniel King, starter, he's been out. Tommy Boehner, starter, he's been out. So a nice job of some other guys getting time to fill in here. As this season goes on, the attrition of injuries when you're playing 6A football start to compile. Of course, Coach Ryan Reiser's done a great job in the development program, keeping these kids healthy and well-trained. Nice job by Ryan and his group.
3rd down and 7, ball at the Big Mac 47. Techs are back in the game in the backfield. Munoz in split left now. Motion Beersdorf, and he goes back. Daniels being chased. Now he rolls out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He dives for the first down. Nice run by Joey Daniels. Finally brought down by Underwood.
Yeah, that's about 25 yards of rushing for Joey Daniels, the senior co-captain, on just this drive alone. Really good decision-making by Joey. Again, not surprising at all. 3-year starter, 4 years on the varsity at quarterback. That's Big K Capisto, number 77 at left tackle for the Blue Devils.
Charlie Pellegrino in there on the wing on the left side. Pass,
nice
complete, Heidenreich. Texas, sorry about that.
They did a nice job setting that play up. Again, Alex gets those shoulders squared. He's going to go forward.
Underwood and Calgaro on the stop for the Big Macs.
And this is kind of the dynamic of the Mount Lebanon offense. Get the ball in the playmakers' hands out in space. We've seen it with Heidenreich time and time again, and then right there in Texas with the whole route, side route. Get the ball in the playmakers' hands out in space, and they'll make the guys miss.
Beersdorf and Anderson wide right. Heidenreich wide left. He'll come in motion. Daniels will hand off to him, and Heidenreich's going to look to throw. Deep to the end zone. Incomplete. Overthrown. Looking for Beersdorf. Just had a little too much on it.
I think Mikey B, that's number 13, Beersdorf, who ran that route. he got a little bit tripped up there.
Yeah,
Looked like I don't know if he got tangled up with the D-back. He had the D-back beat, but then kind of got tangled up a little bit and slowed him down.
I like the call, though, by Marty Spieler, our offensive coordinator, dial up the deep ball, dial up the trick play.
Yeah, again, certainly giving other teams a lot of variety to think about with the different packages and play calling we've seen from
Within the game, slot to the right, 3rd down and 4, ball at the 32-yard line. Daniels looks like he's checking off. Play clock running down to 2, 1, just gets it off. Throws, oh boy, that was a dangerous pass, but complete.
Touchdown.
Unbelievable.
Eli
Once again, go ahead, Colin.
That was like, it seemed like he would have been stopped back at the line of scrimmage, and that's all Eli had to write on that play.
I mean, it's extraordinary how many times we've run that play and how many times he's caught it and run for a touchdown.
You can tell that he's going to Navy. You can tell he's that much better than everyone else on the field.
32-yard touchdown. Daniels to Heidenreich. Buddha on for the point after.
Nice snap. Nice
Low line drive kick, but it's good. So with 4:17 remaining in the half, Lebo 28, Canon Mac nothing.
Wow, and I mean, again, that just, I mean, is it Bethel Park? Is it Upper St. Clair? How many times are we going to see that same kind of play? Eli doing the same thing, just catching it and making people miss, crossing the field to score that touchdown. We saw that play reminds me so much of kind of one of the most electrifying plays Eli's had in his career at Central Catholic last year. Again, Eli catching that ball, getting upfield, just such an instinctive player. I've been seeing him do that since, you know, he was in the 1st grade playing termite football in Coach Chip's league. And doing it again now here at Friday night. I'm sure he's going to be doing it for the midshipmen at Navy in a short period of time, too.
Lebo scoring drive, 6 plays, 62 yards. Once again, quick strike, only 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Same return men, Davis and Finney back for the Big Macs. They're going to set up in between the 5 and 10 yard line. Come on, Noah, how about an end zone shot? Nice kick.
What a great kick.
At the 1 yard line, it will be Finney. Going to cut it back all the way to the left side of the field. I don't know if they had a return set up to the left, but
Fumble.
he went a long way to get about 7 yards on that return.
Fumbled out of bounds as well. Back it up to 2.5 yards, it seems like.
Great job by the coverage of Mount Lebanon. Wonderful, powerful kick by Noah Buddha, the senior.
And they'll spot it at the 9 yard line. So Finney ran a long ways for an 8-yard return.
Denny and Colin, 4 minutes, 9 seconds left in this half. Blue Devils up 28-0 over Canon Mac. Canon Mac coming out of the north end zone of Mount Lebanon. And Denny, you've seen a lot of Mount Lebanon football in the last decade. Tough to remember a first half where the offense has been as efficient as this Blue Devil offense has been.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to agree, Brian. This has been quite a performance so far in this first half. Anglot, nice run, breaks the tackle. We'll get out to around the 20-yard line. First down, Canon Mac. Timeout. We're going to move the chains. 4:02 remaining in the half.
Tackle made there by the senior cornerback, number 4, Matthew Wirtz. Again, Matthew's solid tacklers, had a very strong season at cornerback for the Blue Devils. Although, boy, you could almost say that about every one of Coach Kim Niabala's defenders. Mount Lebanon's still in their base defense, which is 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 4 D-backs.
First and 10, ball on the 20-yard line after that 11-yard game. Completion. Nice go. Fumble. Completion went to Lions.
That was Eli Heidenreich, again, senior all-conference player. Navy commit coming across, laying the hammer down.
Denny and Brian, new quarterback in for the Big Macs, number 12, Benjamin Urso, the junior, 5'11", 160-pounder, so a quarterback change for Mike Evans and his offense.
Interesting call by Coach Evans.
25-yard pickup, first and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Handoff, Anglot. We'll get about 5.
tackle on the play by Matthew Works, and that's big number 34, Charlie Pellegrino, the senior. Good to see Charlie back in there. Charlie had a hamstring injury earlier. He just seems to be getting bigger and stronger. One of the more athletic kids on the team. We will absolutely need him to be a big physical presence as we move into the 6A juggernaut of a schedule.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5, ball at midfield. Whistles, flags before the snap.
Gotta be on Canon Mac.
False start, Canon Mac. We'll take it back 5. Now it'll be 2nd down and 10 back to the 45-yard line.
Is it possible to get it any hotter in this box that we're in right now? I mean,
No.
Wow.
Pass. Oh! Incomplete! Jack Smith stepping right in front of Winkleblack. He had clear sailing had he hung on to that one.
Very instinctive play by the senior, number 7, Jack Smith. Stepped right in front of it. Had he held on to it, that could have been 6 going the other way. Nice play by Jack.
Yeah, Jack Smith playing the outside linebacker, little zone coverage, just reading the quarterback eyes. He saw the out route, quick little 5-yard out route, read it the whole way, just couldn't get his hands on the ball.
3rd and 10. Urso over on the sideline getting the play call, but the play clock's already down to 10.
They called timeout.
I mean, that's going to be one of the challenges when you bring in a new quarterback like Canon Mac does, is just, getting the play in efficiently and timely. 2:19 remaining as Big Macs take a timeout. Mount Lebanon up 28-0. Canon Mac coming out of the north end zone. They're at their own 45 with a 3rd down and 10.
While we have a minute, let's congratulate some of our other athletic teams here. Congratulations to our girls golf team. Got a win against Upper St. Clair and Bethel Park this week. They'll compete in the WPIAL sectionals next week.
Oh,
Good luck, girls.
Outstanding. Girls golf beats Upper St. Clair and Bethel, longtime rivals. Nice job.
Third down and 10. Ball at the Canon Mac 45-yard line. That's Finney, wide left, Davis wide right. They got 3 backfield. Number 10, McMahon, the tight end, slides into the backfield. Timeout.
Mount Lebanon.
11. Didn't like what they saw. And they're trying to preserve the 0 touchdowns given up thus far by this defense this season.
Coach Kim Niabala, we mentioned earlier, Coach Niabala had been Coach Palco's defensive coordinator at West A for several years, certainly familiar with the high level of success they had together in that West A program, and wow, this defense is kind of firing on all cylinders. Really nice, and the thing stands out is just the level of athleticism that this team has on defense. They're covering plays left to right all the way across the field, and something I think bodes very well for them. There seems to be an increased level of physicality at the point of attack, which when you think of the schedule and you're going to have NA later in the season, Central later in the season, Seneca Valley, you're going to need to be really physical at the point of attack, and they've had that. It kind of starts all up front with big number 75, Will Harvey, over the nose, having a great season at that position.
All right, 3rd and 10. Urso still in a quarterback for the Big Macs. You're going to go 3 wide left, 2 receivers to the right. Now they're going to bring the 3-man backfield as 2 shift into the back. Urso pumps,
nice
looks
job,
left,
Sam.
incomplete, underthrown. Pass intended for Finney. It wasn't close.
Oh, that was outstanding coverage by the senior, number 11, Sam Ward, all over the wide receiver. Watch that play the entire way unravel. Great coverage by Sam Ward.
Winkleblack into punt. 2 impressive punts, a 56 and 44-yarder, his last 2.
Yeah, Eli Heidenreich back at his 20.
Might want to back up a little bit.
You might want to, Denny, that's true. We're rushing it.
Ooh,
almost blocked
gets the kick away. Eli will call for a fair catch at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Sammy Ward almost blocked that punt. We had to rush on no one was really blocking. Good job by Eli to catch the ball and, of course, call for the fair catch since they were trying to rush the punt that time.
34 yards on the punt that time for Winklebrecht. It'll be 1st and 10 Lebo at their own 22-yard line.
Somehow there's still 2:09 left on the clock. That was the same when they were on 3rd and 10. It was 2:09 left, I thought, as well.
Good observation. I did not notice, Brian, but maybe the scoreboard's having difficulties like we are with our broadcast.
Yeah. Okay, now switch on the offensive line. Now in junior number 53, Frank Tinnemeyer. He's in at right guard. He's between senior James Klein and Tommy Peters, or Joey Peters, I'm sorry.
Not much running room, tries to bounce it. Brought down by McMahon.
And apologies to the Peters family. I'm so used to thinking of Tommy Peters, who played with my son Timmy, that I frequently call Joey Peters Tommy Peters. Tommy Peters is, of course, at Washington University in St. Louis playing football.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 22. Daniels rolls right, throws.
Catch.
Nice catch. Went down to shoelaces. That was 13 on the catch. Mike Beersdorf. Finney knocks him out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job by Mikey B, the junior wide receiver. Shoestring catch.
We'll only get 3 on the play.
Frankie Tinnemeyer still in at right guard.
Daniels, quick drop, throws, incomplete, just behind Beersdorf, who was wide open for a 1st down. It'll bring up 4th and 7, and Coach Pelka will send a punting unit on.
This will be the first time tonight we've seen Mount Lebanon punt.
Yes.
Again, very efficient offense so far. That time, Big Max, Coach Evans dialed up a blitz, got some pressure on Joey, had to release it a little earlier than he wanted to. That pass falls incomplete. Have not seen Joey Daniels throw many incompletions this evening. And the Blue Devils punt for the first time from their 25-yard line with 1:04 left.
Buda on the punt. Finney sets up at his own 45-yard line to receive the punt. Kick is away. It's a short, high punt. Going to land in Mount Lebanon territory and bounce back, actually. So, not a good punt for the Blue Devils. That would be a 19-yard punt.
So Big Mac's going to come out with 53 seconds left. They have excellent field position at Mount Lebanon's 44-yard line. They've got 1 timeout. We'll expect the Big Macs to come out checking it here.
Canon Mac slow getting out onto the field.
Play clock down to, 16 seconds. They got plenty of time.
Yeah. Urso still at quarterback. And got to his right. Throws left. Complete. That's Lyons. Close to 1st down yardage. Jack Smith and Heidenreich. Smith finally brings him down. Going to be short. Gain of 9. 2nd down and 1 at the Mount Lebanon 35-yard line.
Clock continues to run. We're now under 33 seconds left as Big Macs break the huddle. That play chewed up a lot of time for Canon Mac.
2nd and 1. Urso going to throw to his right. Complete. Low pass. Going down to get it was Davis. Wertz on the tackle, but a 1st down for the Big Macs.
Now, just a reminder, clock does stop for them to reset the chains. Once the ball's set, they will re-blow it. 17 seconds remaining. Clock is now running. We're under 15 seconds. And
ball at the 29-yard line.
They might only have time for one more play.
It's like they got to spike it or something. A quick throw out of bounds.
Urso drops. He looks over the middle. Complete. Lyons runs with it.
Out of time.
Down to the 10.
No time
He's
left.
going to be brought down by Wertz, but that will do it for the first half as time expires. Our score, Mount Lebanon 28, Canon Mac nothing.
Yeah, extraordinary first half by the Blue Devils, just super efficient. No turnovers. We saw Joey Daniels have a great half at quarterback. You saw Eli Mike extraordinary at the wide receiver position. Alex Teska extraordinary at the running back position. Great job by the O-line. We saw many new players get significant playing time this evening as well in that first half. Really, one of the best first halves of Mount Lebanon football I've seen at this stadium in many, many years.
Right you are, Brian. Folks, we're going to step aside now for a while to let you folks enjoy the halftime show. The Canon Mac band, followed by the Mount Lebanon band. And then we'll be back toward the end of halftime with first half stats. Our score, Mount Lebanon 28, Canon Mac nothing.
We perform the business. And you.
Back the last 30 seconds and I'm getting text.
Cool. Good. Go for it.
I'm just going to take a picture of this board. So I know what plugs I need next time we do it. So you can just switch this between the different cameras. How many cameras do you have?
I think just find out.
That's our sideline camera, wireless.
Two cameras.
Show my guys around the office. You do that one time to walk through.
Camera one.
Play by play into the camera. Pop those two in there.
Yeah.
Take this out, split it back in there.
That's us. They really have 13 first downs to learn 8. I'm hesitant to give them. That would agree. Go to just the individual stops. Read the video back. One long one, one short one. I'm sorry, Dan. At the end of halftime, Mount Lebanon up 28-0. Let's go over some individual statistical leaders here for the Blue Devils in the first half. Joey Daniels, 6 for 7 for 148 yards. Great night. Wide receiver Eli Heidenreich, 3 catches, 123 yards. Rushing, Alex Texa, 8 carries, 95 yards. Wow.
Yeah, again, extraordinary first half by the Blue Devils and the 3 leaders, the 3 senior co-captains. Super efficient on offense. Great job execution. Kind of all starts up front with the blocking. Really excellent play designs by the coach. Found a way to get people in open space. And, of course, you get Eli and Alex in open space. That's going to be a problem for any defense. And Big Mac's had a tough time containing the big 3 from Mount Lebanon down either. So you're talking about, we've got 14 quarters of varsity football in which the varsity defense has not given up a touchdown, and 12 quarters of JV football in which the JV defense has not given up a touchdown. So, again, kudos to Coach Niabala and his staff on the defensive side of the ball. Coach Andy Barry, middle linebackers coach, again, came over with Coach Palco from West Allegheny, doing a tremendous job coaching up these Blue Devils. And again, this was again one of the best halves of football that I've seen Mount Lebanon play. And whether you go back through Coach Palco's 3 years here, the Mike Melnick era for 7 years, or even Coach Herring prior to that, outstanding football by Mount Lebanon in this half. Great job, boys. And let me just also say something, though. I know one thing. There's not going to be any quit in this Canon Mac team. Coach Evans does a nice job for the Big Macs. Those are tough kids for Canon McMillan.
Let's have a great second half here, folks. Noah Buddha lining up to kick it off. Deep.
Surprising to see Mount Lebanon struggling this much on special teams, especially in the kickoff kind of zone. Punts have been okay, but the kickoff they need to fix up if they want to play North Allegheny or Central Catholic, because, like Brian said earlier, every yard matters with them.
Evans back in at quarterback to start the second half for the Big Macs. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
Again, same team on defense that started for the Blue Devils is back out there to start this third quarter. Starting again his first game at outside linebackers, number 24, Luke.
At the Canon Mac 41, I'm rolling with
13, just punted it there.
Pins the Big Macs back at their 9-yard line, 8:27 remaining, third quarter. Lebo in front, 28-0.
Yeah, we've now got Kyle Watkins, number 62, working more. He's over.
Lions, Texa on the coverage. It'll bring up 4th and 5 from the 45. And the Big Macs will send the punt unit onto the field.
Speaking of running out of the cannons, you see Will Hartung, Coach Niabala, dialed up the blitz, and Will Hartung just ran through the Canon Mac offensive players and really disrupted that play. It was man cover 0 on the outside for the Blue Devils, but Hartung really makes that play in my opinion.
Rushing it, block.
Oh, just gets it away. And Heidenreich will call a fair catch at his own 38-yard line.
Yeah, that's twice Sammy Ward's almost blocked a punt tonight, the senior number 11. And let's not forget, this is senior recognition night. We're having a little bit earlier this season. You usually are accustomed to seeing that at this stadium. Last home game of the season, but now, new tradition, we're starting a little earlier when the weather's still good. I don't believe it was the senior rec night, though, for the band. I think that is later in the season for the band.
Okay.
Quarterback change for the Blue Devils. On comes the freshman Miami baseball commit, David Shields, who's seeing time for the Blue Devils as quarterback.
There's a 28-yard punt, 1st and 10, Mount Lebanon. Lefty completes it, and that's Anthony Petrogallo.
Yeah, nice throw there by the freshman Shields. Great left-hander. Got it out quickly, and that's Anthony Petrogallo. I think that's his first varsity reception. A junior, of course, his brother Lou, we've talked about a lot tonight, but nice catch by Anthony. Anthony, also a two-sport athlete, plays basketball for Coach Davids.
13 yards on the game to midfield, 1st and 10. Smith in motion. Handoff. That's going to be Aiden Dawson, a junior, on the carry. Hillebrand brings him down.
Yeah, Aiden, very physical player, very good on defense, also very capable at running as well. Have not seen him have too many carries the varsity this season. Nice to see him get a couple chances there. David Shields still in at quarterback.
Two wide receivers to the right, two to the left. The roll, throws.
Ball. That you saw Mikey B's long hands stretch out and catch the ball from Shields, thrown to the outside. Nice ball, nice catch. 3rd down and 5 for the Blue Devils.
Two wide right, a wing to the right. Shields drops. He's going to have pressure coming at him, but he gets it away in time. Complete. Petrogallo.
Good hard running by Louis. Nice job by David Shields. Good sense of when to get rid of that ball. Throws it out to Louis Petrogallo in the flat. Returns upfield. Just not a lot of room out there.
He'll only get a yard on the play. It'll bring up a 4th down and 4. Ball at the Canon Mac 44-yard line. And Coach Palco will send the punting unit on. And this time it'll be Buddha.
Yeah, I want to call out the long snapper who's done a great job this season. That's Luke Lombardo, number 31. He's a junior. His brother AJ graduated last year, I think, at Penn State. But Luke Lombardo had him doing a nice job long snapping this season, both on punts and extra points.
Interesting formation Mount Lebanon comes out in, but a timeout called by Canon Mac. 3:54 remaining 3rd quarter. Blue Devils up 28-0.
Yeah, so real quick, that was David Shields, the freshman and a quarterback. It's been a long time probably since we've seen a freshman at quarterback get some varsity time in the 3rd quarter of a game at Mount Lebanon Stadium. Colin, you mentioned David Shields, already a full scholarship recruit to University of Miami for baseball. Hard to believe, but that's not the only Mount Lebanon player who's got a full Division I baseball scholarship too. Tyler Smith, the junior, already is committed to Auburn University. Tyler, of course, was a great football player in his younger days, all dominant youth football player. Of course, baseball stuck with that, and that's, of course, worked out quite well for him with a full ride to Auburn. But David Shields, a remarkable freshman, already full ride to Miami. Incredible.
Now, does he play for the JV as well, Brian?
David Shields? Yes, he does. Yeah. What's happened is Alex Javadin, who is the number 2 quarterback, I believe hurt his shoulder in the JV St. Clair game. And I think it, I'm no doctor, of course, I play one on TV. I think the condition, might have necessitated him to, fake punt.
Fake punt.
Grayson.
Snap to the up back, Grayson D, and he's going to get a first down. Quite an interesting formation. We have 3 men wide to the left, 2 guys in the backfield with the punter, and the rest of the line on the ball, but
snap running back and fullback, quite capable when he's got the ball in the hands. Nice call, again, putting stuff on film for our opponents in the weeks ahead.
Shield.
He's going to get some reps running back now, too, as we work some additional people in. So long way of saying Alex Javadin, the number 2 quarterback, injured right shoulder. Not certain the extent of that injury yet, but he's out this week. Did not dress for this game.
2nd down, 9.
Oh, nice, Beckham.
Beckham D, nice run, breaks a tackle, bounces it out, 1st down. He'll take it down to
32. Grayson, the junior, tight end and outside linebacker.
11-yard gain down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. We got Munoz wide to the right and Anthony Petrogallo in the slot to the right. Garrett Pavlik in the game, split out to the left. Timeout, Canon Mac.
Okay.
2:04 remaining here, 3rd quarter. Still 28-0 Blue Devils.
Also back in at right guard is Frankie Tinnemeyer. We saw Frankie come in the 2nd quarter, do a nice job. He's back in at right guard, number 53, the junior.
Just bodes well for the future, getting all these underclassmen in, getting them playing time.
Well, it sure does. This senior class is so talented, and it's so many seniors playing significant roles in this team. It's nice to see some juniors and sophomores getting a chance to show what they can do as well. That will be critical for next year. Also, just want to say hello to Renice Sala, who's home watching the game. Renice, B4L, always. Blue Devils break the huddle. Owen Halter still in it. Left guard. Kate Capisto at left tackle. As I said, Frankie Tinnemeyer in at right guard. Joey Peters in at right tackle. And, of course, anchored by senior number 50, James Klein, center.
Shields looks left. Oh, pressure. Oh, he's going to go down hard. Coming through is number 50, Livesey for the Macs.
And again, keep in mind, that's a freshman back there getting his first varsity snaps. A nice job of, not just, throwing the ball up for grabs. Took the hit and just went down. Going at tight end, number 7.
D. He'll get a couple, and that's about it. Hillebrand coming up to make the play for the Big Macs.
Yeah, simple play there, but there you see a little bit of Beckham's shiftiness with the hips. Beckham, very, very athletic kid, capable of moving left to right with the ball. Nice job. That play could have gone for a 1-yard loss, actually, and ended up picking up a couple yards.
Louis Petrogallo back in at tailback.
So we mentioned no shortage of brothers. We've got the Petrogallo brothers both in here, one at wide receiver, one at running back. Shields
look.
Got him.
What a hit. Ball comes out. Recovered by Munoz. Wow.
Just how they drew it up.
Yeah, nice throw by David Shields. Finds his big tight end, Grayson D, over the middle of the field. Grayson catches the ball, turns, takes a big hit, ball fumble, but Jacob Munoz, number 2, senior, right in the right spot, picks it up.
Down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock winding down here. Closing minutes of the 3rd quarter. Shields will hand off to Petrogallo. Nice. Go in. 2 tackles. He will go in for a Mount Lebanon touchdown. Louis Petrogallo looked like he was going to be stopped. Broke a couple tackles, and he will take it in. 15 yards, and Mount Lebanon up 34-0 with the extra point yet to come.
Wow, that's tough as nails. Louis Petrogallo running hard up the middle, breaks 3 tackles and finds pay dirt. Nice job for the senior, number 24. Great job, Louis.
Buddha on for the point after. Been perfect thus far tonight, 4 of 4. And we have Anthony Petrogallo this time. And the kick is no good. Wide right. Thus, the mercy clock will not come into effect that would have taken place if he had made it with a 35.
I wonder if that was intentional, Denny.
Yes.
Now, of course, you knew Miller was going to miss that because I just had earlier in the game called him one of the more dependable kickers in the Whitfield.
And Coach Kim Needball not happy with Buddha as he came over to the sideline. Spinning it. Wow. Yeah, not one of Buddha's better nights. We have a kickoff out of bounds, a 13-yard punt, and now a mixed extra point. We'll wake up for it here, Noah.
When you're up 34-0, you got to find something to work on. Coach's got to find something in place.
Let's go, Noah. Boot one into the end zone here. He'll kick a squibber, a bouncer.
Now, because he touched that, a question. Because he touched it, and it's somewhat out of bounds, is that still a penalty?
No, because he touched it. It's
okay.
not.
That was Trayvon Mullen who muffed the ball. It goes out of bounds. We'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 10 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter.
Still several starters in for this Mount Lebanon defense as there's 10 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, including...
Wow. Most of the first defense.
Yeah, including Tuska and Heidenreich in at safeties. Wirtz and Ward still in at cornerbacks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the whole first team D, really.
Handoff. Nice run by Anglot.
Yeah.
1st down yards and more. And that's Benjamin Urso back in at quarterback for Canon Mac. Sam Ward on the play for the Blue Devils. And that is the end of the third quarter. Our score, Mount Lebanon 34, Canon Mac nothing.
So that was Sam Ward in the tackle, number 11, cornerback. That is at least his 4th tackle tonight. I've got him at least 3 tackles on defense and 1 special teams tackle. Nice job, Sammy Ward. As I mentioned, ran into Sam this summer on the beaches of Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Coach Denny now looks like I think you're going to see mass substitution right now as we start this 4th quarter. I see some additional players coming in. Number 21, senior A.J. Stetler. You've got number 18, Michael Javada. We mentioned no shortage of brothers on this team. You've got the D brothers, Grayson and Beckham. You've got the Petrogallo brothers, Anthony and Louie. And you've got the Javadan brothers. Alex, who we mentioned injured at quarterback, was the backup quarterback, injured his right shoulder, and Michael Javada, number 18. Michael's been playing really well at outside linebacker, both at JV and when he's gotten some varsity snaps. His dad, Ryan, was on the staff last year for Coach Palco and also been a longtime coach at Central Catholic. Michael Javada also plays basketball for Coach David's team.
Fake handoff, Urso's throw, incomplete. Intended for Calgaro, couldn't hang on. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, we've got number 23, junior Cole Markle, in at cornerback as well. Cole also plays wide receiver. Number 44, he's been a demon on special teams this whole season, Rocky Fennell, junior outside linebacker, 6'1", 185 pounds. Rocky can really hit.
2nd and 10. I formation. Handoff. Anglot. Hit it on the line of scrimmage, but still runs hard. We'll get it about 3 yards on the play. He's up 3rd down and 7.
I think that was number 74, Connor Young, sophomore. First one in there. Connor got in a lot in the first half as well. Also in 70, Jesse Petler. He's a junior, 280-pound lineman.
Actually, they'll give him 4 on the play. Make it 3rd down and a long 6.
Yeah, also in it, outside linebacker is number 16, Noah Archibald. No, looks like Noah's a middle linebacker. Noah's dad, Jim Archibald, played football for CMU, Denny.
All right. Urso, pass, incomplete, intended for Finney. Go upstairs, and it'll bring up 4th and 6.
Yeah, really nice coverage there by, again, number 44, Rocky Fennell in coverage. Just nowhere for the quarterback to throw.
Yeah, tried to get a pass behind the defense there, Fennell having none of it.
I mentioned in at defensive end was also Joey Peters, 6'6", 225-pound defensive end. Also a very good basketball player.
Lebanon's got to get a returner back there.
Yeah, there goes Matthews Wirtz. Uh-oh. Coach isn't going to be happy about this. I think they burned it.
You can already tell.
Yep. I think Coach Palco had a few kind words for the boys on that, having to waste a timeout there.
Hope our mics didn't pick up that one.
Yeah.
A lot of confusion. I mean, there were several people not out there, and they're hearing about it right now.
Yeah, well, I think Coach Palco is bringing a level of clarity to that huddle at the moment.
Well, Eli will be the return man on this.
All right.
Didn't know if we'd see somebody else.
So we've seen Sam Ward twice tonight almost block a punt. One coming from the middle and one coming from the outside. He's in, up over the C gap right now on the right side. Curious if they're going to rush this punt.
Winkleblack having a pretty good night. High snap, he handles it. He's going to run it. What a fake. He's going to get a 1st down. Winkleblack, nice run. He'll pick up about 13 on the play.
Okay, it's 34-0, but based on Coach Palco's sideline rant, you'd think we're down 34-0 right now. So, again, we talked about special teams needing to improve. I think the team is going to hear a little bit about that from Coach Palco.
Looks like we have mostly second-teamers in there now on defense. In fact, I don't see any starters in anymore.
Yeah, we've got the full assortment of the second team D in here right now, see if they can hold the scoreless streak for this Blue Devil defense.
Evans back in at quarterback. He'll hand off. That's Carter. Nice run. He'll get a first down. One of the guys on the play, and Cole
Marco, also A.J. Stetler, 21 at safety, also in on that tackle too. Nice job, A.J.
Ball at the Lebo 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
Colin and Denny, you know what's nice is it's nice seeing a team wear jerseys that you can see the numbers, unlike Upper St. Clair, which is the number is the same color as his jersey, which made it impossible to tell who was making plays out there for the Panthers.
Spoke with our public address announcer, Tom Stafora, before the game, and he said they struggled mightily as well as we did.
Oh, nice job.
Nowhere for Evans to go. And that's going to be Michael Javadin coming up on play. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, Michael really well at outside linebacker, the junior, and very nice play right there. Nowhere for Evans, the quarterback, to go. Gobbled up by the junior, Javadin, number 18, sack.
Official still has not given a signal what the penalty is, but second down and 15, ball at the Lebo 45. Carter in at running back. In front of him is Calgaro at fullback. Carter nowhere to go.
That's Jesse Patler. Junior, number 70, 6 foot, 280 pound deep tackle. Just blew that play up. Nice job, Jesse.
Back to the 49-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 19 for the Big Macs.
Johnny McGee, now number 10, in a cornerback as well for the Blue Devils. He's on the near sideline for us.
All right.
By the Blue Devils.
Evans runs, gets out of there, but finally caught, dragged down by Beckham D. It'll bring up a 4th down and 50. Hunt team on, and Coach Pelker will send the return team out. Heidenreich deep. Our first punt unit back in the game. They're going to fake it again.
Not going to get it. We're close.
It's going to be a flag. And Aiden Dawson hangs on to bring him down.
Really nice tackle by Aiden Dawson. That play had no chance of going. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Or I just totally butchered that saying.
We knew where you were going with it. Coach Pelko is still not happy. He gained about 7 yards, but still 7 too many for Coach Pelko.
I think they're taking the penalty. Because I just heard Coach Palco yell defense back out. So, wow, interesting. Give him a chance to work on punt. Return again.
I guess. Can't think of any other reason why he wouldn't take the ball.
Yeah, I'm not going to question Coach Palco's game day decision making. That's the 8-time WPIAL champion from West A.
Yep.
And his 3rd season at Mount Lebanon. I think many people expected this to be a breakthrough season for the Blue Devils. No one's surprised right now. The Blue Devils are sitting 3-0 and up in their 4th game, 34-0 against their first 6A opponent, Canon Mac. Coach Palco's done a great job with the program so far. Of course, he's got his sights set on a WPIAL championship, no doubt, as do a lot of people in this community. Okay, so that had to be on Mount Lebanon, right?
Yes, but I don't know. It had to be a penalty, like on unnecessary roughness, because that would negate it to be going to first down.
It's not a dead ball penalty, right?
So it'll be 4th and 11.
Interesting.
Another whistle. Will we ever get this play off? A lot of confusion on the field right now. Canon Mac is coming back to the sideline. Seems like it's been about 5 minutes since we got a play off.
From looking at the scoreboard, I don't know if that's updated. It says it's 4th down and 11. So I'm going to go with, I believe it was a 4th and 16 when they punted and tried to fake it. So maybe Mount Lebanon was offsides is my best guess, but still need to sort things out. I don't know what went into what happened and how it's 4th and 11 at this point.
The Big Mac offense is back on the field. Evans at quarterback. Lyons, Davison,
It's only right for Mount Lebanon to take a timeout and get a look at the offense. It's only right.
Long fourth quarter here.
It is a long fourth quarter, Denny. It is.
We went through 4 minutes of it, and it seems like,
but it's still only
15 minutes.
It's only 9 o'clock. It's only 9 o'clock.
It's nice these games do go pretty quick.
Starting at 7 has been a nice change this season. I love the 7 o'clock kickoff.
Much better.
The Blue Devils road next week. I mean, it's like going out to play the Steelers if the Steelers had a road game on the West Coast. We're going all the way to Hempfield. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to leave work around 3 o'clock to get out to that game.
We'll take on the Spartans next week out in the Greensburg area. And we've waited forever.
Yeah, so let's just talk about the upcoming schedule. That's Hempfield. Again, you look at the schedule, you think that's a very winnable game. Then the season really changes for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, the 2 games that really define their season, like you said, Brian, is North Allegheny, Central Catholic, back-to-back. That really defines the Blue Devils season, in my opinion.
Evans, drop back. He's going to throw deep down the middle. Has a man. Complete. Touchdown, Canon Mac. That's number 21, Anthony Finney, as Mount Lebanon gives up their first defensive touchdown of the year.
Well, it had to happen at some point, Denny. That's number 13, Mike Evans, the sophomore quarterback. He finds the receiver streaking over the middle of the field in between the hash. Beautiful reception. Well-executed play by the Big Macs.
And Finney looking to do it all as he's going to attempt the extra point as well. Kick is up. The kick is good. So with 8:09 remaining, Canon Mac finally on the board. Lebo up 34-7.
Yeah, we said it at the start of the second half. There's going to be no quit in this Canon Mac team. Coach Evans does a nice job with that squad. The tough kids over there from Washington County. They're going to play hard to the end of the whistle. And for the first time all season, Mount Lebanon has given up a defensive touchdown with 8:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's Mount Lebanon 34, Canon Mac 7. Mount Lebanon will be receiving the ball out of the south end zone. Canon Mac will be kicking out of the north end zone.
Scoring drive was 11 plays, 80 yards, taking up 4:02 off the clock.
Again, not from Canon Mac's scoring drive, but let's just recall that drive started with second team defense.
Yeah, and Canon Mac did have most of their starters still in there on offense. Lebanon up, expecting an onside kick. Heidenreich, the only deep man, and he's even setting up at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's got all their hands team out there from Mount Lebanon. Those are some athletic kids along the front line expecting the onside kick from the Big Macs.
And he will. Oh, it's not a bad kick. Mount Lebanon does come up with it. Looks like Sam Ward, or was it Grayson D?
Yeah, Grayson D, number 32, the junior tight end and defensive end who pounced on it. Nice job, Grayson.
Pretty nice kick, though. The kicker was going after it himself. But Lever was able to come up with it at midfield. 1st and 10 at the 50, 8:08 remaining in the game.
You've seen at the pro level them really change the onside kick rules to protect players. I don't know if that same applies at the high school level or not, with whether you can overload sides or not.
Now quarterback Noah Archibald, junior, 6'2", 185. He'll hand off to Beckham D. Good hard run.
Back on.
He'll drag 3 or 4 Big Macs for an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, Noah, number 16, and a quarterback junior. Noah also played last series at middle linebacker, too. So, you know, that's not a switch you see a lot. Middle linebacker is also a quarterback. Nice job by Noah. Good run by Beckham. Hard 8 yards. Carried several tacklers. We mentioned earlier Noah's dad, Jim Archibald, offensive lineman, and he played center for the Tardans at Carnegie Mellon. Denny, your alma mater.
You got it.
Coach Lackner retiring this season.
Yes, he is.
Oh, nice shot. Both his shiftiness and his power. Beckham D kept his shoulders squared, picked up a hard, let's call it 3 yards. Nice job.
Johnny McGee in on offense now. He'll be in the slot to the left.
Also in number 14, Garrett Pavlik. You might remember his older brother, Aaron, starter offensive lineman, some very good Mount Lebanon football teams, coached under Coach Herring. I think Aaron ended up going to Wake Forest University.
Yep. And you might not know, Dan Pavlik, their dad, also a Carnegie Mellon Tartan. He's a starting defensive back a few years behind me.
Wow. Carnegie Mellon football player I know who didn't tell me he played football for Carnegie Mellon, Dan Pavlik.
You didn't know that?
I didn't. No, that's news to me. I'll have to ask Dan about that. Nice. Dan also on the finance committee of St. Michael the Archangel Church.
Yes.
So active in the community. Changing the play at the line of scrimmage, 3 seconds on the play clock. Hand off to Beckham. Nice job, Beckham.
Just feeding D here.
Yeah, Beckham's good.
Gallo on the stop, as Canon Mac still has most of their first unit defense in the game.
Yeah, there are a couple numbers. I'm sorry, I'm not picking up. In it, left tackle now is number 72, Ryan Long. Ryan Long, a junior, 6'1", 220 pounds. Also in a tight end is number 31, the long snapper, Luke Lombardo. Trying to see who else we have on that O-line.
Beckham D again. Boy, he's a hard runner.
Got Miles Halter, number 57, in on the O-line. Also in on the O-line are a couple numbers I'm not picking up here. Hang on, sorry.
Give him 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 21-yard line. Idris Wilson now in the game at running back.
Oh, Idris is quite the load to take down at running back. Also in on O-line is number 73, David Cowler.
It'll be Idris. 2.
All right, so you got Jesse Petler in the O-line. You got Ryan Long in the O-line. You got Miles Halter in the O-line. You have David Cowler in the O-line. You have Connor Young at O-line. And then we just brought in...
Good hard run. First down.
Nice run, Idris.
Well, he's a bruiser.
He sure is.
Tackle made by number 79, that's Ryan Lichty.
Yeah, and that time ran behind number 65, senior Kyle Quigley, Kyle in at right guard, 5'10", 230-pound senior. Nice job, Kyle.
Ball at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. And as we were complaining how slow this 4th quarter was going when they couldn't get the 4th down play going a few minutes ago, all of a sudden the clock is down to almost 3 minutes remaining in the game. As this sustained drive of all runs is even clock.
Canon Mac band rocking out right now on to the right of us.
Reverse. Johnny McGee. Stiff arm. He's going to be brought down. Nice stiff arm, but Gino Calgaro hangs on to make the stop. Good to see Johnny getting some play.
Yeah, and here comes big number 71, Jack Murphy, now into the game as Refredi.
Actually lost 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. Maybe it's going to 11.
Jack Murphy in at left guard and Andrew Freedy, number 54, in at right tackle.
Looking to throw. Ball is going to run it now. Makes a nice cut back toward the middle of the field. gets positive yardage. He'll get about 5 or 6 on the play to bring up a 3rd down. And let's call it 6. Wilson. Driving, grinding. Lichty in on the stop for Canon Mac. And we're coming up on 1 minute remaining in the game. Lebo will have a 4th and 5 at the 10-yard line.
You know, let's turn our sights ahead. Next time we're back at the stadium, we're going to be playing NA in a big game. That would be a great measuring stick for the team and how far this program's come in 3 years under Coach Palco. It's been a while since we've beaten the Tigers of North Allegheny.
No, our first field goal attempt. This will be of 27 yards remaining.
Yeah, great job by the specialist there. Let's start with the senior kicker, Noah Buddha. Very reliable, bangs that through the upright for field goal. Also great job by number 31, junior long snapper, Luke Lombardo. Also nice job by holder, Anthony Petrogallo, number 26, who had a reception earlier in the game. Very nice job by the... Kyle really contributed the last couple of games in at the nose, playing really well. And let me just say this. You know, we talked about the grind of the season as it goes on in 6A.
Trying to get the number myself right. It's 28. That would be Timmy Jenkins.
All right. Now, Timmy Jenkins, of course, his brother Eddie, one of the all-time great Lebo athletes, starter as a freshman in basketball for Coach David, 3-year starter at quarterback for level football, and also, I think, a 3-year starter in baseball for Coach McCloskey. Went on and played sprint football at University of Penn, graduated from Mount Lebanon in the class of 2016. Just a great kid, Eddie Jenkins. Nice to see Timmy Jenkins kicking off there. Jack of all trades.
Charlie Bear on the stop on that.
Nice Charlie.
From Mount Lebanon.
Charlie's dad, Jason, you mentioned earlier, played in the Stag Bowl at quarterback for Washington Jefferson College.
Now in is Dominic Cimaroli at quarterback, freshman for the Big Macs.
Clock runs again. Blue Devils go on the road next week. They head out to Greensburg, Westmoreland County. They'll play Hempfield, the Spartans. It's a very cool stadium if you've never been to watch high school football. And then they come back home the following week for 2 major home game clashes, North Allegheny and Central Catholic. Should be the last play.
Yep.
10 seconds remaining.
Nice tackle there by Noah Archibald. You just saw him at quarterback for the Blue Devils. Then he's a middle linebacker making a tackle.
And the clock's going to run out, and that'll do it, folks. Mount Lebanon, the Blue Devils, with a 37-7 win over the Canon Mac Big Macs.
Yeah, very decisive victory for the Blue Devils. Look, Colin and Denny, anyone surprised? Mount Lebanon's sitting 4-0 right now this season.
Nope, we knew we'd be there, and as Colin keeps saying, after the Hempfield game, the following 2 weeks is going to tell the tale of what kind of team this Mount Lebanon Blue Devil team is. I'd like to take the time to thank our staff here, our spotter, Jack Azura, doing a great job keeping a play-by-play for us as well as spotting. We have Brett Hamill and Harrison Piddle taking care of the technical work. We have my partners, Brian Walters and Colin Witte, doing a fantastic job with the color commentary tonight. And this is Denny Postufka saying so long from Mount Lebanon High School Stadium. Our final score, Mount Lebanon 37, Canon Mac 7. So long, everyone.
Sound the horn.